Hey there guys, ChaosMaelstrom here, and it's time for another reaction video. Mr. Sakurai presents 3 question marks. Wow, 3 whole question marks as our new character. I can't wait. Yeah. Well, anyways, I woke up around 4 this morning, and I couldn't hype myself down enough to go back to sleep, so I've been basically up since 4 o'clock waiting for this. Yeah, I know, I have no life, and it's sad, but more importantly, oh my gosh, I'm just so hyped for this, and I know that in the end I'm gonna be disappointed no matter what I see, unless of course it's like something completely out of the blue, which I've been hoping for all my life, which I know is never gonna happen. Miku and Smash will never happen. Is it too much to ask for just a hat for the release of Project Diva Mega Mix on the Switch? Just a Miku hat? No? Okay. Alright, well, anyway, now to start actual speculations, which I think that we can see here. Okay, so, I think, what I'd most like to see that isn't Miku would have to be, an NIS rep. Now, I know, that they don't really, Nintendo and NIS don't really have a, really, huggy, friendly sort of relationship, but they're still friendly, so, yeah. However, as much as I love Laharl as a character, I actually don't want him to be... He's not my main character of choice. I'm actually probably hoping for Etna, because she is probably a more recognizable face from Disgaea. That and the Prinnies, she can have them at her disposal. Or maybe play as a Prinny. No, that'd be more of a joke character, because... maybe Prinnies would be a part of Etna's moveset, like King Dedede has Gordo's. Prinny Raid would be her side special and whatnot. But yeah, and Laharl can be an assist. I would be more than fine with that. Or if Laharl gets a Mii costume, I would be fine with that. But if they're going to have any NIS rep, it'll either be from Disgaea or maybe possibly Hyperdimension Neptunia. I don't know what NIS's most popular series is, but yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see an NIS rep. Let's see. Also, I actually don't want this to happen, but again, the salty... I'm gonna eat popcorn and drink your tears fan of me wants to see another Fire Emblem representative. Not Byleth, though, because Byleth is boring and there's literally nothing interesting about them. And there's a cat at my door. Well, I got time. What the hell? But yeah, if we're gonna get any 3 houses representative, I'd be more happy to see one of the 3 house leaders, or possibly all 3 of them, as like a Pokemon trainer sort of character. But I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Plus, I can't imagine playing Edelgard because, well, unless we're going with all of their pre-time skip states, I don't imagine Edelgard's gonna be jumping around in heavy armor pretty well. But yeah, I'd love to see Claude or Dimitri. They'd be great in this game. Also, I'd love to see a lance user or staff or spear user. We really need one of those, because... Can you think of any character in this game that attacks with a spear? I don't think there is one. And on that subject, something else I'd like to see, possibly more Mii fighters. Maybe not as... and now the cat wants to go out. Great. Yeah, so we could have like a Mii Mage, Mii Lancer, and a Mii Brigand. That would be awesome. Allow for a lot more costume opportunities and a lot more gameplay styles. And that's all I can really think of off the top of my head for the moment. Maybe Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot would be fun. I can't really imagine an entirely unique moveset, but I'd like to see what Mr. Sakurai can come up with, because Mr. Sakurai is a magic man who can do anything. Heck, I'd be hyped if Mr. Sakurai was the 5th newcomer. Okay, I'd be more like, what the f***? How can you actually do this and get away with it? But whatever. I'd be all for it. Maybe. I don't know. All in all, I don't know what to expect right now. I just ready to expect disappointment, because that's what we're expecting. Okay, it's now 9 o'clock. This thing's going to start any second, and I'm probably going to be screaming very soon. I have my door shut, so hopefully I shouldn't be too distracting. Okay, gonna full screen this sucker, and oh my gosh, I am so hyped. Here we go. It is Sakurai! Sakurai's our 5th character! Oh! No! Not Byleth! Okay, somebody from Fire Emblem will still. People are fucking pissed.
The time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies!
People are so pissed.
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap?
Oh my god, I'm so hyped.
You and I are one. I too am trapped within this void. There is no other choice.
I must join Smash Brothers.
You must join Smash.
No, please no. Huh? Not Byleth.
Join Smash Brothers already. What in the world are you waiting for?
Not Byleth. Really? Really?
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself.
Okay. If nothing else, I'm hyped for the new stage and all the Three Houses cameos we're gonna get, but... Lawrence Emil! Oh god, he made it! All the students are gonna make it! Yes! Okay.
So you return, and sooner than expected.
Oh?
I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well?
There we go! Come on!
What is this?
Byleth recruits Byleth. Okay.
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the heat.
Oh, come on! You could have easily just...
Strike with superior reach.
Dude!
Use Amir's overwhelming power.
You could have easily...
Blinding speed of fail not.
You could have easily put any of the three house leaders in this case.
Creator. Each weapon matches a direction.
Ah.
Your will and mine be now as one. To you,
Ah.
both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
Really? Going to Byleth of all the three houses reps? Get off, cat! I'm not going to open the door for you again. Well, Sakurai, what do you have to say for yourself?
This release is planned for January 28th.
Wow, that is
You
fast!
have the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass. First off, what is Fire Emblem? It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese.
People are so fucking salty right now, I bet. You know what?
But when
I'm
writing,
gonna check
we
the
don't write
comments.
Fire Emblem, please.
Boo! F. This is hilarious because Sakurai didn't learn from last time. F. Hose Mad, Fire Emblem, F. Yes, not familiar. We have 8 or so Fire Emblem characters. Yeah, Fire Emblem. Woo! So many Fs.
You might be wondering what makes it particularly. Well, it's or in other words,
Look at people blow up. Okay, as much as I don't care about Byleth, I still absolutely adore Three Houses, so I'm okay with this.
Aircrafts and so on.
I'm okay with this
Fire Emblem
overall.
was unique because
Okay.
each unit was a specific character, sort of like in role-playing games.
Okay. It could have been worse. We
Plus,
could have gotten a
something made it stand out from other
Master
Nintendo
Chief?
products.
Yeah, that would have
Characters
sucked.
permanently die. That's pretty direct language, though, so perhaps we should just say they're sleeping with the fishes.
That's what Flame wants to do, except she wants to
Really,
eat them
if
while
a
she
character fell in
sleeps.
battle, let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge.
Wait, what?
I'll give it a try.
Oh my god.
暗黒竜と光の剣、外伝紋章の謎、聖戦の系譜、トラキア776、封印の剣、烈火の剣、聖魔の功績、草原の奇跡、暁の女神、新暗黒竜、新紋章、覚醒イフ、ヒーローズ、エコーズ、風化設立。
There you go.
Yeah! Woo!
今、変な数え方してます。
So you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right?
Yeah, you do everything in a weird way, though. I mean, just look at the way you select DLC characters. I'm sorry, Mr. Sakurai. You didn't deserve that.
1 equals 3. So this will be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
I mean, at least the game, at least the trailer itself acknowledged how
Awesome, isn't it?
frustrating it was that they were all Fire Emblem sword
You
users.
can actually count up to 31 with one hand. What is Fire Emblem Three Houses?
The best game in the series, fight
Japanese,
me!
the male version of the main character is called Byleth, and the female version is called Byleth.
Wait, there's a
In English,
difference?
They share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen a house, you guide them through their school life, and, well, you end up fighting the other houses.
Loving this remix of
After
The
a
Edge of
certain
Dawn, by the
incident,
way.
5 years pass, and you meet up with
I
your
really
former
hope the
students
apex
to
of the
battle
world is
against
in the
other
game.
houses in their region.
I would love to, but
It's a very sad
It's
game
probably
in
already-
which your former allies become enemies.
don't remind me I have to kill Hilda!
But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release. Right now, it's actually November.
Wow.
Therefore, some of what
This
I'm about
was
to show
back
you
in
is
November.
the version.
And they kept this.
I'm using
They're
a
keeping
special
these characters
in-game
hidden
process
really
to
fucking
make
well.
choices. Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say.
You know who else would have low
Those are not
mobility?
their strong
An armored
points.
unit like
Their
Edelgard.
graphics range. But
Or
actually,
somebody who's
you could
constantly
say
brooding over their
distance
past like
easy.
Dimitri. Or someone who takes it easy and chill
If
like
you look
Claude.
like they look like bones, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah. But that's a spoiler, so don't say it.
Let's talk about
Wait!
something
The
like-
gatekeeper! The gatekeeper made it! Ah! The gatekeeper!
The sword of the creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for
Best
float
character!
attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip.
Da,
They also
da.
use the sword for
But
dash attacks and other
gatekeeper
moves.
has made it into
For
Smash.
their up smash attack,
The best
they'll
fire
whip the sword
emblem
upwards and allow
character
enemies to
there
move.
is, and he will
their up air attack,
reduce his opponents
the
to
whip sword.
ash. Alright,
The up
so
special move is really
we can
something.
also expect
The sword
the
extends
incoming
like
nerf to
this,
Terry and
allowing you to do
Byleth
things
being
like
OP
this.
coming when this pack releases. Oh! That is
It
actually...
was pretty terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition, you can do awful things like this.
Wow. That is gonna
That
be
said, you
causing
launch
a
opponents
lot
upward
of
until their
mean
damage
things.
reaches a certain percentage.
That is a mean attack.
And you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge.
I can't wait to see how many montages
I've
of
already
Byleth
shown
being
you,
OP
but you can also
use
it
that.
to latch onto edges. This is Erdvar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology.
With this weapon, you
First,
can
we'll
kill
go
every
back
last
to
one of them!
As you,
Well, hey, I mean,
if
look at this
Byleth
way.
does the same thing,
We are
you win
technically
out,
getting a
so you
Lance
should
user
be able
in
to beat
Smash now. Also an
Next,
Axe
the side
user.
smash attack. This also
Not exactly the way we were
range.
planning on doing
It'll
things,
connect
but
even
yeah.
here. Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger.
Oh, great. Now I'm gonna have
If
to
you
actually
knock an
learn how to
opponent
do
down,
those.
the first, the down air attack. It really is strong.
Oh, great. He has a spike, too.
You can try for a meteor effect with
That
Next
is
the
evil.
down smash attack. A heavy swing of the axe back and forth.
That has a lot of
As you can see, it
slowdown
has a
time.
great deal of launch power.
Yeah, leaves you vulnerable a lot if it
And
misses.
for the down special, when readying the move, there's a super armor effect,
Oh boy, because we know how much Cameron loves
which
super
allows you to
armor.
withstand an attack. Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time, like this. It's a bit slower than the Falcon. Also, you can turn around during the move. The
Oh,
swing takes a while.
That is a very mean special move.
You can quickly change direction.
Yeah, the power creep is real, even among the Smash characters
Even though
now.
it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against a group of opponents.
Oh god, that is like an all-around
Even
attack.
if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little.
Oh god!
It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them.
The power creep! The power creep is real! And when I say real, I mean actually
Other
real.
Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series.
Ha!
Because
Counter!
You just get loads of counters. The bow you use is called Fail.
Okay,
which
so
shares its
we
name
have
with the bow from the Knights of the
basically
Round
Link
Table.
and
It
Pit
only
and
appears
Dark
in a
Pit.
few neutral
Wait!
moves.
That
have
means,
to
you know what that
neutral
means? Cameron, you have a new main!
It lets you
Also, how dare you destroy that table?
combos with
Hilda probably sat at that table at one point, which means it's now not worth
And with the neutral
destroying.
special,
Yeah.
you'll let loose an arrow. You'll unleash a powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light.
Oh, great!
You can perform this move by keeping the
He has
button held
Thoron, too!
In other words, you're committed to firing it.
Oh, if that gets
So you
reflected.
see, a situation like this
Yeah!
is pretty terrible.
Exactly! Mr. Sakura, you read my mind.
Once you've entered,
And Sothis made it into the game, too!
as you
Hooray!
can see, you team up with the mysterious Sothis and launch an attack together.
Ah, I wonder why it's called Progenitor God if you team up with Sothis. It must mean Sothis may in some way possibly be
Now, let's
related
talk
to
about
a
the color
progenitor
variations.
god.
However, the third, fourth, and fifth,
Oh!
as you can see, reminiscent of the house leader.
That's just
Played
dirty!
the original game.
That's
Of course,
just dirty! Yes, the best. Where we could go to
this is how
Garrick
Garrick
McDonald's and get stuck in the
Monastery is laid out in
playpen.
the original game.
You better talk about the gatekeeper.
The first area is the marketplace.
You better
I
talk
think
about
this
the
is where a lot of
gatekeeper.
people come to do their shopping.
You better talk about
The
the
guests that appear
gatekeeper.
here are students of the Blue Lion's house: Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not
And?
Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say.
Okay,
They're largely from
and?
the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
And?
Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri is the future king. He had quite a difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye.
Ah!
There are vendors on either
Oh, Mr.
In the
Sakurai.
original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but here you can break them, you see.
Anna's pissed.
If you do break them, the stage will expand to the left and right.
And you'll be charged 10,000 gold for the repair
I
fee.
wonder where people will buy their supplies now.
Anna just opens
And
up
in the
another stall.
background, you can
Yes!
see the gatekeeper.
Yes!
You often pass through this area in Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to him a lot. Moving through these areas is possible thanks to the
Okay, at least he was acknowledged. At least he was acknowledged.
Come to a stop. They're from the Adrestian Empire.
Yep, and
as
totally
such,
not gonna
they
be
embrace their
bad
military
people.
might.
Empires in
Edelgard
video
is
games
one
are
of the
never
characters who
bad.
is central to the conflict.
Well, way to spoil it,
Depending on
Sakurai.
the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals.
She's already been through plenty of terrible
You'll
ordeals,
notice
so
there are
it's
prominent
understandable.
chandeliers above the stage.
And
It's possible to knock them down.
oh boy, we get to be the Phantom of the Opera.
However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other. Also, you can break this table.
This cute table.
It's a very wide.
Yeah! My golden deer babies! Okay,
Let's start
if
from the
nothing
golden
else,
deer.
at least they
Claude,
made it into the
Hilda,
game in a
and
way.
Lawrence.
The house
They
leaders, I
belong to the
mean.
Leicester Alliance.
I'm thinking Joe must be really happy that Claude made it into the game, but he's super pissed that he shows up next to
Assortment
Lawrence.
of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once
Interesting.
you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap.
Oh, I can
The
come up
naming
with some
process
original
is
names. Meet
Hey, it looks
Shmamilda,
like it's busy
she's a wyvern mage
As for
who
the bridge's
destroys
design,
everything.
It's just a long pathway, plain and simple.
Somebody draw some art of Schmamilda right now!
Edges of the screen.
Wow!
You could also
Fail
say
Knot
it's a
has a
place
long
where the Fail Knot
range.
really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly.
Yeah, wonderful. Thanks for just stealing my bow, Professor.
The last area is the Cathedral.
Where a stage hazard can come up and Senef will have something to ask of you and cover the
Guests
screen with a
appearing in the
quest.
Cathedral are Sedith, Flayn, and Rhea. There's Sedith, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flayn. She seems to be under the
Sister.
protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem Three Houses. All three have character quirks related to their true identities.
True
I feel that
identities.
Flayn might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that.
Please stop talking, Uncle
This is a simple
Sakurai.
area of the stage. It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes.
And then the time skip happens, and then you go through Garrigmok Monastery all destroyed.
We really made a lot, huh? Banjo!
Banjo, no! Did
Now,
Microsoft
I
already
think
kill you
know
enough?
what I'm doing.
You're playing this.
Basically, good. There's Mom.
Hey, you know what Mother's Day reminds me of? Thanks, Mom!
I shouldn't have taken that.
Oh, here comes the important part.
Now, about the...
Yeah! Woo!
Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being added. This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English. I hope you'll enjoy these as well. We're also adding in a new spirit board. It includes the house among some of the other popular characters.
Why are the 2-star spirits
Sothis
called
is
Hope?
Legend class.
Whatever. Okay, so here's where we stuck all the people who weren't important enough to get their own costumes. Ba-da-do-do. Oh! Oh. I thought you were from Assassin's Creed. Don't even know who the f you are. Yes, because we totally needed this. Thank you, game. Thank you for... Please, I'm gonna have to kill every person who uses that online now. Oh! And... Didn't we already have this costume? Could have sworn we already had it. Didn't we already have this costume? Could have sworn we already had it. Don't make me reuse the same joke again. Oh! Hey! Oh, we're just getting all the Mimi characters right now. Oh, and we get a music track too. Do-do-do-do. I kept on waiting for it. Nah, even though I knew it wasn't gonna happen. So what, the creator of Cuphead come over to your house and kick your ass too, Sakurai? So you had to put a me costume and a music track in the game? Yeah, I see how it is. Do-do-do-do. Okay, I'm done. Unless, of course, the game gives me an ample opportunity to use it again.
The color palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it?
I can see him just playing with those, like he picks up the Richter Amiibo, makes it move around. Die, monster, you don't belong in this world! And Dark Samus just shrugs. Yeah, we know that there are at least 5 more. Oh! 6! Oh, this is enough to keep me going for years on end!
For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown. So
Oh, God, the eShop's gonna be busy on
now
that
it's
day.
official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed.
Spoiler alert, every character in that is a Fire Emblem character.
Despite that, you would understand why and purchase it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided. Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them.
Please don't harass
But
Mr.
I still hope
Sakurai,
you look
everyone.
forward to it.
If anything, give him words of
We'll also include a
encouragement.
bonus with Fighters Pass Volume
Oh?
2. Last time, it was a Rex costume. But this time, here's what we have.
Oh, a costume of a character who's already
It's
in
a
the...
Mii Fighter costume for Mii
Oh.
Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Never mind.
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world.
You
Personally,
might
I
want to
don't
put
know
a
if
cap
it
on what
counts
you
as
define
simply
as
a
fighting game.
But I guess it's
Oh.
seen as a fighting game around the world.
Mr. Sakurai! You were... What
Seems
can I
like
say?
Street
Great
Fighter
minds
2
think
was
alike.
in the lead for a while. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a lot
I
of
feel
different
like
modes.
it's become more than a fighting game.
It's
Some
become
sort of
video
celebration
games.
of gaming or
It's
something
become
else
video
entirely.
games a video game. Thank you, Mr. Sakurai.
Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters.
Go.
The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up,
And
it
they're
was
already
decided that
going
there would be
away.
more DLC.
He's sending the babies off to
Which
do their
means
duty and
no
fight
breaks
each
for me.
other. Sakurai, give yourself a vacation, please!
That's it. Thank you.
Well, that was pretty good. Okay, all in all, still disappointed that they chose Byleth out of all the Three Houses characters, but I guess if they want to implement as much of the game into it as possible, it would make sense because Sothis herself never incarnately appears in the game, as of now. But, yeah. I'm at least very happy that we at least got some Three Houses representation. Alright, and on that note, I will see you guys again for next time I scream like a little girl for something on camera. Laters!